Yes, I guess everyone joined. Today, yesterday we have discussed about force and laws of motion, and a number of students they are asking questions. Sir, what kind of questions they will ask in CBSE board from this chapter, force and laws of motion? What kind of questions will be asked, and how to answer that questions? This one of a query received from the audience. Yes. Now we can see the questions one by one. The first question asked by the board, Newton's laws of motion in that state the Newton's first law of motion. What is Newton's first law of motion? Yesterday what we discussed. First law indicates inertia. First law indicates inertia. Okay. So how to state inertia? That's the question over here. Alright. How to define inertia? Until unless applying a force, until unless applying a force, a mobile object, a mobile object and stationary object, stationary object in the same position, in the same position. This is Newton's first law of motion. So this is the we can write for 1 mark question. Next question. An athlete always runs some distance before taking jump. Why? Repeating. An athlete always runs some distance before taking a jump. Why? How to answer this? So here you can see that whenever there is a long jump, athlete will go some back distance and he starts run. Then only he can jump in further levels. Yes. Now in this case, how to write this answer? What purpose is going back? What is the reason behind this? We will see that. Yes. Here, while he is taking a long jump, the reason behind inertia in motion. Inertia in motion. Okay. Yes. An athlete always runs some distance, take a jump Y, which means he has to follow the inertia in motion. Then only he can jump in a long distance. Next. Define 1 kg weight and express it in Newton. Define 1 kg weight and express it in Newton. How to answer this? What is 1 kg weight and what is 1 Newton? What is the relation between these two? We will see that. Okay. Answer for here, as you know that W is equal to mass into gravity. W is equal to m into g. At the same time, F is equal to m into a. Clear? F is equal to m into a. Now, define in newtons. Force units, newtons. Kg weight they are saying. So mass how much? Mass 1 kilogram. Okay. G value you know that is 9.8. Now, whenever W is equal to m into g, F is equal to m into a, we can write F is equal to m into acceleration due to gravity g. Yes. While here, while F is equal to m into g, which means W, that is equal to mass 1 kg and gravitation 9.8. So F is equal to 9.8 newtons. So 1 kg weight we can express in 9.8 newtons. Alright. So this is the way we need to answer for one more question. Next question. Next question. Yes. This question here, what is the mass of an object whose weight is 196 newtons? Repeating again. What is the mass of an object whose weight is 196 newtons? So how to answer this? What is the mass of an object whose weight is 196 newtons? Weight is equal to 196 newtons. Just now we have discussed. W is equal to m into g. Okay. Now, what is the mass? M is equal to 196 by G value how much? Let's say 9.8. Let's say 9.8. 9.8 into 2. How much it comes? Or 9.8 into 20. You can make it. So approximately 196 will come. So that is 20 grams. Yes, so this is the way we need to answer. Next question. Two similar vehicles are moving with the same velocity on the roads such that one of them is loaded and other one is empty. Which of the two vehicles will require larger force to stop it? Give reasons. Now in this question you need to understand two similar vehicles are moving with the same velocity. Okay. One is a loaded vehicle, other one is empty vehicle. Here you need to understand loaded vehicle having more inertia, which means more strength. Which of the vehicles will require larger force to stop it? Now a very simple experiment. We are riding a cycle. Which is less load. We are riding a maybe Hero Honda or Pulsar kind of thing, which is heavy weight. So that is a loaded one. Once we apply the brakes, where we can feel easier to apply the brakes? Generally cycle. Less weight. If more load is there, more inertia will be there. So we need to apply the more force. Clear? So once loaded vehicle, here we need to answer loaded vehicle has more inertia. Hence, we need to apply more force to stop it. All right. Next question. Is it possible that The train in which you are sitting appears to move while it is at rest. This kind of question we studied in motion chapter itself. Is it possible that the train in which you are sitting appears to move while it is at rest? While we're traveling sometimes, yes, our train is at rest. But it look like moving when it is possible. If other train travels parallel to us, maybe opposite side or the same side, then we will feel that we are moving. Yes or no? Rest and motion are relative terms. When we discussed, we studied this question. Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. It is possible. While we are at rest, while we are at rest in train, if another train moves, we will feel or appears to move. Appears to move. So this is the way we need to write the answer in answer sheet. Next question. Why do passengers in a bus tend to fall backwards when it starts suddenly? So while in that preparation, we have studied that a bus is at rest. Okay? A bus is at rest. Suddenly bus moved. What happens? Our total body moves. Yeah? Where we are sitting, the seat as well as the bus surface will be moves forward direction. Where we are contacting with the bus, yes, that body parts will be moved forward, but head will be goes backward direction. So that is inertia at rest. Here the answer is due to inertia at rest. Due to inertia at rest, we falls backward direction. Next question. Which one has the greater inertia? A stone of mass 1 kilogram or stone of mass 5 kilograms? The answer here, the stone of mass 5 kilograms. Reason, more mass, more inertia. Okay. Yes. More mass, more inertia. On that case, 5 kg mass having that more inertia. Alright. Next. Next question. Any doubts, audience, up to now? Is it clear? I guess all the students which is clear. Next. Name the physical quantity which is determined by the rate of change of linear momentum. Name the physical quantity which is determined by the rate of change of linear momentum. How to answer this question? Determined by the rate of change of linear momentum. What is linear momentum? mv minus mu by t. By t in the sense of rate of change of linear momentum. Momentum we can define as mass into velocity. Mass into final velocity minus mass into initial velocity by time. So what is the physical quantity? Now take common m, v minus u by t. So what is v minus u by t? Which is acceleration. So mass into acceleration, what it named as? Force. Hence, the physical quantity is force. So this is the way we need to answer. Next. What would happen if a fielder stops in fast moving ball suddenly? Justify your answer. What would happen if a fielder stops a fast moving ball suddenly? While he is holding the ball, whenever he is stopped suddenly, he is pushing forward direction. Yes, ball is coming with the more force. He need to apply the more force to stop it. It happens like hand might be damaged. While the fielder stops, he will drag the ball some distance backward direction. While he is dragging the ball, he is taking some time. He's taking some time to stop the ball. So this we can call it as impulse. Impulse. Okay. So impulse I is equal to F into T. If time increases, impulse also will be increase. Yes. So he is increasing the time to reduce the force. So hand will get damaged. Any doubts on this answer? Next question. Before that, just I'll ask the audience. Any doubts now? If you have any questions, in my description there is an email ID. You can send any question. I'll answer through that. Yes, we can proceed. CBSE questions again. Why does the rider falls forward direction when running horse stops suddenly? Repeating. Why does the rider fall in forward direction when the running horse stops suddenly? As you know that while the horse is moving, yes, the rider also moving along to the horse. Once horse stops suddenly, still the rider is under the movement, that is inertia in motion. This phenomena we can call it as inertia in motion. Inertia in motion. Okay, due to that he falls forward direction. Next question. Very important over here, where the students are confusing how to answer this kind of questions. Most of the students emailed me, sir, we are unable to understand the numericals and we are feeling very difficulty about the numericals and how to solve the numericals. So as you know that the force concept theory, yesterday class many of the students you attended, you understood completely what is force and laws of motion. Then in that momentum is a concept. Now whenever the question is there, especially in numerical, student has to read the question properly, completely. While reading, we need to write a few words where we can able to recollect easily. So while in this question, what is given data? What is given data in the question, which is the most important? A bullet of mass 25 grams. Mass of a bullet, I'll write it as MB, bullet mass, is equal to 25 grams. Horizontally with the velocity of 100 meters per second from the gun mass of 5 kilograms they have given. Bullet mass 5 grams, gun mass kilograms. Hope you understood that. Recoil velocity, how much? Recoil velocity of a gun, how much? So this is the question. Okay. Now, as per the conservation of momentum, mass into velocity. So, mb, which means bullet mass into bullet velocity, is equal to gun mass into gun velocity. Clear? Now 5 kilograms convert into grams, which means 1000, which is 5000 grams. Now 25 into 100 is equal to 5000 into velocity v. So v is equal to 25 into 100 by 5000. 2020 will be cancelled. 25 ones are 25 twos, which is equal to 0.5 meters per second is the recoil velocity. Yes, audience, students, and any doubt over here? Are you clear this? Are you clear this? Yeah, which is quite simple and easy while writing given data, required data. Okay, so immediately the formula about momentum, mass into velocity. So bullet mass into bullet velocity is equal to gun mass into gun velocity. Then we can find out v is equal to 0.5 meters per second. Next question. Why do we jerk wet clothes before spreading them online? So while we are washing the clothes, we will put outside to dry. So before dry, what we can do, we are giving a jerk. Why we are giving a jerk? To put it on the line. While we given a jerk, what happens? There are something water droplets which is there on the cloth. While we moving top, all the water droplets will go top. Immediately we are bringing the cloth down, remaining water bubbles will be top direction. So we are separating the water droplets from the jacket. That's what we are giving jerk. This we can call it as inertia in motion. Alright. Or you can say that according to water droplets, yes, inertia at rest. Still it be at rest. Clear? Next. Next question. What is having a higher value of momentum? A bullet of mass 10 grams moving with a velocity of 400 meters per second, or a cricket ball of mass 400 grams thrown with the speed of 90 km per hour. So audience, anyone having any doubt on this question? Any doubt over here? We will see. Very nice. So which one having the higher value of momentum? Which one having that higher value of momentum? What they're asking? A bullet of mass 10 grams moving with the velocity 400 meters per second, or a cricket ball of mass 400 grams with the speed of 90 km per hour. So what is momentum as per the definition? Mass and velocity. Mass and velocity. Momentum P is equal to mass into velocity. So here the bullet mass, how much? 10 grams. And bullet velocity? 400 meters per second. So this is for bullet. Okay. So how much it comes? 4000 4000 grams meters per second. You can multiply this. Now cricket ball. Cricket ball of mass how much? 400 grams. Grams are matched. But they given that 90 kilometer per hour. 90 kilometer per hour. How many meters per second? Into 5 by 18 meters per second. Okay. So 9, very simple, simplified method, 25 will come. So 25 meters per second. Yes. So here into 25 meters per second. So 25 into 4, 100. One more two zeros you can add it, which is meters per second. So which momentum is very more? Cricket ball momentum is very more. While we multiplication of mass into velocity, we got the 10,000 meters per second over here, and for the bullet mass is 4,000 grams meters per second. So we can consider cricket ball having that more momentum. Any doubts? This is clear? Hope it's clear. Next question. A hammer of mass 500 grams moving with 50 meters per second strikes a nail. The nail stops the hammer in very short time of 0.01 seconds. What is the force of the nail on the hammer? How to answer this question? Repeating again. A hammer of mass 500 grams moving at 50 meters per second strikes a nail. The nail stops the hammer in a very short time of 0.01 second. What is the force of the nail on the hammer? Now, what is given data? Hammer mass how much? Hammer mass 500 grams moving with the velocity, let's say v 50 meters per second. But here the nail stops the hammer in a very shortest time. So this is initial velocity u. U is equal to 50 meters per second. And with the time of 0.01 seconds. Whenever the nail stops the hammer, final velocity v is equal to 0. So what is the force? What is the force? This is the required data. So how to find out the formula? As you know, only one formula, F is equal to mass into acceleration. Let it be what you know that. So what is acceleration? Again define. Rate of change of velocity. Clear? Now substitute all the values. Mass value 500 grams into final velocity 0 minus 50 by 0.01 seconds. So 0.01 you can mention as 1 by 100. So 500 into minus 50 into 1 by 100 in the sense of into 100 will go. Okay. Now how much it is? 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 10 to the power of 5 newtons. Why minus came? Because which is opposite direction it is stopped. Fine. So this is the way the force we can able to calculate. Next. Next question. Yes. Calculate the force required to produce an acceleration of 2 meters per second square in a body of mass 10 kg? How to answer this? Calculate the force required to produce an acceleration of 2 meters per second square in a body of mass 10 kilograms. Now, F is equal to, because calculate force required, mass into acceleration. Mass value how much? 10 kilograms into acceleration 2 meters per second square, which is 20 newtons is the answer. Next, hope this question is clear. Next, it is difficult to balance our body when we accidentally slip on a peel of banana. Explain why. Generally, this answer two different kinds of thoughts will come. Generally, banana is a slippery. Banana is a slippery. So that's the reason we falls down. This is one of the concept. Other one is, while coming to force and loss of motion, how to explain this? A person is moving. Of course, he keep on moves. Suddenly, banana peel is there. Once he step in, can he able to stop in a less time? He can't do that. Can we call it as inertia in motion? Can we call it as inertia in motion? Yes. While he moving, still banana peel is giving moves. Clear? Inertia in motion. We can say in another way. Next. Similar kind of question it is asked before. Now we can see how to answer this. A bullet of mass 50 grams is horizontally fired with the velocity 35 meters per second from a pistol of mass 4 kilograms. Calculate the recoil velocity of the pistol. Yes, how to answer this question? Again, before we discussed given data, required data. So bullet of mass 50 grams. Bullet velocity 35 meters per second. Pistol mass 4 kilograms convert into grams, which is 4000 grams. Of recoil velocity of a pistol, how much? So bullet mass into bullet velocity is equal to pistol mass into pistol velocity. We can write mb into vb is equal to pistol mass into pistol velocity. So 50 into 30 is equal to 4000 into pistol velocity. So Vp is equal to 1500. I have multiplied it directly. So 50 into 30, 1500 by 4000. Two zeros will be cancelled. Okay. So how much it comes? 5 3s are 3 by 8. Still we can get 0.3 approximately meters per second. That is the recoil velocity of gun. Next. Next question. It is dangerous to jump out a moving bus. Explain why. Reason? Why it is dangerous? Because bus is in motion. Bus is in movement. While we jumps, we should run along to the bus for certain distance. If you jump very perpendicularly, obviously bus will be moves and we are opposite direction of the bus. So we falls down. Now, While catching a fast moving ball, fielder gradually pulls his hand back backward direction. This answer we discussed before. While the fast moving ball, whenever the fielder is holding the ball and moves backward direction, he is increasing the time to take rest. So the force applying on a ball will be less. That is the reason he is taking some drag on the ball. Next question. A man pushes a box of mass 50 kg with the force of 18 newtons. What will be the acceleration of the box due to this force? What would be the acceleration if the mass were doubled? This is very interesting question. A man pushes a box of mass. A man pushes a box of mass 50 kg with the force of 18 newtons. Alright. So here the box mass how much? 50 kilograms. How much force he has applied? 18 newtons of the force applied. What will be the acceleration of the box due to this force? As you know that F is equal to mass into acceleration. F is equal to mass into acceleration. Now they are asking about acceleration. Acceleration is equal to force by mass, which is 18 newtons by 50 kilograms. So if you do that, 1.6 meters per second square is the answer. What would be the acceleration if the mass were doubled? Again, there is a question. What would be the acceleration if the mass is doubled? If mass is doubled in the sense of the next case, mass will be 100 kilograms. But the force is same. F is equal to 18 newtons of the force. They didn't ask about anything force. Force is constant now. But the mass is doubled. On that case, acceleration is equal to again F by m, which is 18 newtons by 100 kg. Again, acceleration will be reduced. Half of it is reduced. Hope it's clear. Hope it's clear to everyone. You can message me if any doubt is there. So how to solve the answers, very simplified manner we are discussing. So every day we can meet at 10 to 11. This is very convenient time for few teachers as well as students, physics lovers who love physics. And I'm coming across through all CBSE question papers kind of thing. So class 9th standard to 12th standard. This week probably class 9th will be complete, and upcoming class 10th standard. The next class 11th standard, 12th standard series, step by step we can able to complete as soon as. So I hope so this class will be much beneficial to rural India students, and they can able to revise and they can able to support their teachers. So this is the basic concern to learning procedure. Next question. State Newton third law of motion. What is Newton third law of motion? Hope everyone know that. Every action is an equal and opposite reaction. So we can write in examination, action is equal to minus reaction. Action is equal to minus reaction. So that is Newton's third law. In the following table, the mass and the speeds of the two bodies are given. So which body has the more momentum? We need to. So momentum P is equal to mass into velocity. We know that. So body A momentum how much? Body mass 1 into speed 10, which is 10 over here. And B body momentum, mass will be 2 and speed will be 9, which is 18. So B object having more momentum. So this is the way we need to compare. So B is greater than A. So B object having more momentum than the A object. Next question. Probably yes, you the audience can solve very easily and quickly. Bullet mass and pistol mass, bullet velocity and recoil velocity, which is repeated one or two times. We can start with another question. A truck starts from rest and rolls down a hill with a constant acceleration. It travels a distance of 400 meters in 20 seconds. Find its acceleration. Find the force acting on it. Is the mass is 7 metric ton. So this is the question. Again repeating. A truck starts from rest and rolls down a hill with a constant acceleration. It travels a distance of 400 meters in 20 seconds. Find the acceleration. Find the force acting on its mass in 7 metric ton. So how to answer this kind of question? Generally children will get worried. Oh, this is the question. What is the truck and what is the rest? This and all. They may feel difficulty. Students, once read the question, find out given data. What is given data they have asked in the question? A truck starts from a rest, which means initial velocity is equal to 0 because it starts. Yeah, and rolls down with a constant acceleration. It travels a distance 400 meters in 20 seconds. Find its acceleration. Find its acceleration. So A value we have to find out. Yes, this is the first question. Then continuation, find the force acting on the mass of 7 metric ton. We will see later. Now, rest position, U is equal to 0 because truck started from rest. And S is equal to 400 meters. Time T is equal to 20 seconds. You can recollect there is an equation between S, U, A, T relation. We know that S is equal to ut plus of at square. So S value how much? 400 meters is equal to 0 into t, which means 0 plus half into a into t square. T square means 20 seconds whole square, which is 400. Alright. So 400 is equal to a by 2 into 400. Very simple. A by 2 is equal to 400 by 400, which is 1. So A is equal to 2 meters per second square. We got it as an acceleration. Continuation of the question. F force we have to find out. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. So what is mass value? 7 metric ton. 1 metric ton how much? 1000 kilograms. So 7 metric tons, 7000 kilograms into acceleration 2 meters per second square, which is 14,000 newtons is the right answer. So once if you write this is the pattern, I'm sure all the teachers will give you very good marks. In detailed explanation of answer sheet is required. Probably everyone understood. So the way the answering, how to write it. So every day 10 to 11 p.m. I'm taking the live stream. So entire the country, my target is the rural students where they are getting very less source of teachers. So I'm there to help you of 10 to 11. And tomorrow again 11 o'clock we can meet. And if you have any questions, in my description there is an email ID. You can send email to me. I'll answer for that. And there is a Telegram channel. There are written notes I am posting over there for your easy reference. Be the best. Have a good day. If any questions, please through chat you can ask. I guess I'm explaining very clearly. So there is no question by the audience. Thank you so much, students. Good night. Jai Hind.